Hey you guys, I have a really fun cake to make today, and so I thought I would bring you along. This cake is something that is very different than I'm used to doing, but it's a lot of fun because I have always been very artistic and I love getting my creativity going, and so I'm excited to show you guys how this turned out. For this cake, I baked my red velvet cake layers and put them in the freezer overnight. The size of this cake is an 8-inch cake, and I'm doing it in my tall style. And so that means I'm doing 6 1-inch cake layers. For the filling, I'm using my cream cheese frosting, and I filled all of those cake layers. And now we're gonna stabilize this cake by poking holes through the center and putting bubble straws to keep this cake stable. After we're done doing that, we're gonna start by frosting the top of the cake first, and then we're gonna bring that frosting up the cake. The goal at this point in the cake process is all about covering the entire surface. You don't need it to look pretty. We simply want to contain all of those crumbs. And so this right here is considered a crumb coat. After I'm done applying that frosting, I take my cake scraper, smooth out the sides, and then we're gonna take our offset spatula and trim off that excess frosting around the top of the cake. After our frosting is done setting up in the freezer, we will remove it and then apply our final coat of frosting. To do this, we apply just like we did for the crumb coat. We're gonna start at the top of the cake and then build the frosting up from the bottom to the top. After we're done applying our frosting, we're gonna smooth out this final layer by getting our cake scraper. You can heat it up under hot water to help work out any fine lines and imperfections. And now we're gonna move on to the really fun part of this cake. For this cake, I'm using this fun graffiti print as an inspiration. And so what I'm doing right here is I have my vanilla buttercream that I used for the exterior. I used some black food color, and now I'm just hand drawing these fun little characters around the entire surface of the cake. Once I was done drawing the characters and designs, I put the cake in the freezer for about 15 to 20 more minutes to allow it to set up. I love how it turned out, and now it's time to add some color. To do these colors, I am using a watercolor technique where I got 2 small measuring cups and I did about a teaspoon of clear vanilla extract in both bowls. And in one of them, I added sky blue and a little bit of turquoise to create this fun blue color. And then I also did one with red. To finish out this fun cake today, I took my food paint brushes and I colored in some random characters and designs around the entire cake. Aside from coloring in those fun characters, I also left some blank, and I really loved the contrast between the colors and that blank space. I absolutely love doing this cake. Here's how it turned out. I hope you like it.